The piece actually began when I was on a bus traveling from upstate New York back down to Philly, reading a text titled Slavery in America, which is the autobiography of an enslaved African who ended up finding his freedom. It was summer and hot, and I was drowsy, but I remember looking up out the window of the bus and seeing a slave coffle marching alongside the bus. It's just an image that stayed in my head, and eventually it evolved into the piece that we're working with. She should be terrified. The only time I can legitimately call myself a writer is when I'm at my desk writing. I still write longhand. You know, you need the space, the kind of the psychic space, just to push things back so that whatever ideas you have can come to the surface. So that would be it, giving myself a space for the ideas to come, writing them out painfully, and it is painful work for me. It's real work.
Was near sundown when the driver come to the tobacco barn with a piece of paper in his hand. I was front the barn, just done stringing the last bunch of them green tobacco leaves to the last stick I was gonna do that day. Waiting for one of them men to take her to the barn for hanging. I was dead tired, and the baby I was carrying lay like a stone in my stomach. Us that was standing outside the tobacco barn, we knew each other. Don't nobody know his face. Driving man looking around, don't know who's who.
I like to think that I write in particularly precise images, so that I see phrase by phrase by phrase.
Clara, driver man, call off my name from a piece of paper. Gone, stand by the pecan tree. Driver man, call Aunt Cora boy from out the barn to stand by the pecan tree. Driver man, see the Igbo man what got cuts on his face. Nod him down from off the ladder to stand by the pecan tree. Time he took to call us three names, the sun ain't moved. I'm looking right at it. Sun ain't move, I was thinking.
If there's anything I understand about my stuff, is the visual orientation and the sound of the words on the ears.
The women was just tied together with a rope about the size of a bedcord, like a halter around the neck of each. Were 19 women. Claire was the third to be tied. But the men were chained. A strong iron collar was fit close around each of our necks and padlocked. I was the first of 32 men. I counted the men behind me by the start and stop of the hammer blows and judged their distance from how far behind me the blows came.
My feeling is the ideal for a playwright is to, moment by moment by moment, as precisely as that, to manipulate the audience and how it is feeling.
Uncle Charles. I could not answer her.
Uncle Charles.
I could not bear to answer her.
Uncle Charles.
What?
I ain't gonna survive this.
I had lived 48 years, had wife and children. Was I free to find a rope? I should have hanged myself. When the blacksmith was finished, we stepped onto the road, into the traffic.
And then, of course, there would be the sound of the modern highway noise, the automobile side.